Welcome back to Tanner Style. My name is Oliver Tanner, and today's going to be a little weird. Okay, so today we're doing things a little bit. You may notice a change about me. That's right, I did my hair today. No, today we are doing a special video. We are participating in a challenge put out by Justina's Kitchen and Catalina Treats. Hashtag school cafeteria food. Check that out. Check out everybody else's videos that they're submitting. And, you know, my own history when I was growing up, I didn't have hot lunch at school. My school lunch was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I wouldn't really make a very good video. So instead of hailing back to my time in school, I am paying homage to one of the great tributes to school cafeteria lunch set forth by Mr. Adam Sandler. And today we are going to be making sloppy joes, and we are going to be making them out of meatloaf from yesterday. And well, let's have a look at everything we're going to use in our sloppy joes today. Okay, so of course we have some meatloaf that I made yesterday. To that we are going to add some navy beans. That's navy beans. Navy beans, okay, that we cooked, and we'll mix those in. We're going to throw in a little bit of garlic, some onions for flavor. We are going to take some Anaheim peppers and some tomatoes. We're going to roast those in the fire. And as well, we're also going to roast in the fire this acorn squash. All those we're going to kind of pulverize, chop up real fine, mix it all in, and that's going to become kind of that saucy flavor base for our meatloaf. And then we're going to throw in some fresh celery at the end just to give it a little bit of nice texture, right? And then, of course, we're going to put it all onto a hoagie roll, or could be a grinder roll. Did you know that hoagies and grinders are basically the same thing? Names from different parts of the country, apparently. I don't know, that's what it looked like when I looked it up anyway. Same as submarine sandwiches. Submarine sandwiches, hoagies and grinders, same thing, okay? So anyway, we're going to take that, we're going to make a meatloaf sandwich with sloppy joes on top. Let's see how this turns out. I think this will be fun. All right, let's get our stuff in the fire so we can start roasting. Now, a lot of times when people think of sloppy joes, especially with like school lunch, they have a very specific thing in mind. And usually what I see as sloppy joes, like on TV or other places, is basically ground meat in some kind of a sauce and kind of sloppy, right? And thrown onto a bun. Well, sloppy joes doesn't necessarily have to look like that. It could look like anything. Hey Joseph, come help me peel these peppers.
I don't wanna.
Do what you're told. So now we're back by the fire. We have finished with all of our prep, but now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our sloppy joe sauce. Okay, so we're going to start this off with some butter. We're going to go ahead and throw in some onion and our garlic. And then you're gonna see we're just gonna add in our various vegetable elements, cook them up, get a little bit of a sauce going. We're gonna throw in our meat, and you know, we're just gonna kind of mix it all together. Okay, so we finished up with our sloppy joe mixture. We got that off the fire. Now we've got our skillet on the fire. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sear our meatloaf for our sandwich. We're gonna sear it with some butter. And then we're gonna just do a quick little saute with some butter with some canned green beans. We don't wanna necessarily cook this a ton. We just want to get a nice sear, a good caramelization on both sides. That's looking pretty good. See, we got that nice little crust that we're forming there. And the butter is going to help with that. The butter will actually help with the browning. And the challenge here is that we have oatmeal in this meatloaf and the onions, which kind of break up the adhesion in here. So meatloaf can be a little crumbly. The challenge here is flipping it and searing it and everything without it crumbling all apart. Beautiful. You know, we've kind of done everything else by scratch, but you know, we're trying to do school lunch and I just couldn't bring myself to use anything other than canned green beans for representing school lunches. All right, so if you're doing this at home, you're probably going to want to saute your beans on high or pretty close to it, right? You don't want, when you have your butter in there, it's okay if it browns, but don't let it burn before you throw in your beans. And when you throw in your beans, it's going to bring down the temperature and help to make sure that you don't actually burn the crap out of your butter, right? So we're going to add some salt, a fair amount of pepper. Pepper works really well with green beans. Toss that around a little bit. You can see we're getting a little bit of color on there. It's about what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and plate up our food. All right, so we don't have a cafeteria tray today. So we've got this nice little styrofoam tray stand-in, right? So let's see, we got our sandwich and we're adding our sloppy joe mixture from yesterday's meatloaf. I don't even know how we're gonna eat that. That is huge. But we are gonna eat it one way or another, right? So let's go ahead, add in some green beans to our school lunch. And of course, what would it be without some pudding? All right, let's pull this back here a bit. Let's give this puppy a try. Yeah, that's actually really good. You know, I think all the flavors that I added in there really did add to it. Again, you know, everybody's kind of got this idea of what sloppy joe's has to be. It's this, it almost looks like chili, right? But it's just meat. It doesn't have, it can be anything. Look at that. Look at that sucker. If that ain't sloppy, I don't know what it is. So we got yesterday's meatloaf sandwich in today's sloppy joe's. We got a hoagie or a grinder with navy beans, and more navy beans, right? If you liked today's video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And, you know, of course, we'd always appreciate new subscribers. We're trying to build something here. And, you know, down in the comments, if I look like your lunch lady when you were growing up, then I want you to comment same, okay? And then put maybe like a grimace emoji or something like that. If I don't look like your lunch lady that you had when you were younger, then I want you to put thank goodness. And yeah. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this video. We appreciate you watching, and please do check out down in the description for links to the sponsors of this challenge. Here's my entry. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one.